Hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you all are having a fabulous beginning of your Tuesday. And so we are going to start. Let me introduce myself, Sundey Gardner. If you don't know who I am talking all things marketing for the final quarter of 2024. And so the last several days, we've sort of been continuing a series around social media. And so we are right in the middle. We just started on day 2 of our video visibility challenge. And this topic is a perfect tie-in to that challenge. And for those who may not know, we are doing a video visibility challenge. So if you are video shy, you may want to join us. And all you have to do is sign up at onlinetravelboss.com/challenge and join us in our 21-day challenge, where we are going to take that shyness by the horn, so to speak, and shake it off and show up and show out in our travel businesses. And so with day 2, as I looked at everyone's videos last night and this morning, this is a really good topic, and it's really around the idea of captions. So before we get started into the tips, let me ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever seen something that you wanted to share, but you didn't really know how to share it? You just push the share and then you just let it go. Or you got a image that you want to post about your trip, but you struggle with what to say to bring it home to the people that you want. Slide in captions. And I don't think that everybody does this well. And what I mean by that is if you have an image, a video, anything that you want to share on your social media platform, and if you're smart and strategic around your platform, because you now have a business, is no longer for personal gain, right? Or personal. Don't get me wrong. I think it's important for you to share a bit of yourself, but if you really are trying to make a name for your business and what you stand for and get clients and do all of the amazing things that marketing can do for you, then the idea of having a personal page that isn't leveraged for the business is a misnomer. So let me step back a little bit, because I got on Facebook. I don't know about you, but back in early 2000s, I got on Facebook to spy on my daughter. That is a story I'm not so proud that she's almost 30 now that I share, but that's the reason I got on Facebook. We had a business, but I was like, yeah, I don't really mix the two. I don't mix my personal and my business life together. And so when I got on the platform, I was spying on Alex, and then I realized that, hey, it's a great platform for me to reconnect with my friends. And then came in the introduction of digital marketing, and I really, like, this big giant light bulb went off in my head in 2000, and it was more like right when I started to advertise. And I think that's probably where the light bulb will go off for you all as well, is when I started to advertise my business. The coach that I had at the time, I was like, yeah, I don't want to, like, she started running ads for me, and she was like, and I was like, people are liking me and I don't even know who they are. And she looked at me and laughed, and she said, well, that's the thing. You're on social media now, like, you're out there and you're public. So this whole idea of having the hang up about, well, I don't mix my personal and my business. If you're advertising on Facebook, Instagram, any of the platforms, which you probably are, those lines become very blurred. And so what I had to make a decision of, and maybe this is a decision that you need to make too, are you all in on your business, or are you really using the platform to hang out with your friends? If it's the latter, this conversation is not for you. If it's the former, and you really are on social media, even though you dread it, so that it is a platform for your business, for you to relate to your ideal client, for them to get to know you, and for you to have a platform to connect with your tribe, then captions are the thing that you need to pay attention to, because it's your responsibility, no matter what you deliver, images, videos, I don't care, a statement out there in the public, is to connect the dots for your ideal client as to why they should give a crap about what it is that you are talking about, right? So you've got to create that bridge, so to speak. if you've got this amazing picture of you in the Bali swing, right? And I use the Bali swing because I need to release these pictures, right? And I was looking at the pictures the other day and I was like, I don't have anything really to say yet about Bali. I mean, I really liked it, but I just don't have anything to connect for. That's the same conversation that you need to be having internally when you get ready to release content. How can you bridge the gap between this image, this video, and what your ideal client cares about? That is how you get engagement. Captions is the magic sauce to do that. So we're going to talk about how do you do that? Because maybe you get a picture or you get some sort of inspiration and you're like, well, what do I say? What am I supposed to say? There's a 3-part recipe that you need to keep in mind when it comes to creating that bridge between your piece of content and your ideal client so that it will connect and they start to care. All right, so are you guys excited about that? So many pictures and videos from years worth of trips. And so Chastity, I completely welcome Chastity. Super excited that you're here live. And there's some names that I can't tell, but Mature Diva, super excited that you're here as well. Alicia, thanks for joining. Hopefully I said your name right. Alicia, thanks for joining. And then let me also pay attention to my Facebook crew over out here in the Facebook streets. So hold on, let me go over there and welcome all of you. Say hi, Melvin. Nice to have you out there too. And you're watching from Costa Rica. So awesome. So captions, what are they? They just really are the words. So many years ago, I was working for the county of Tarrant County. And my background's in IT. So I was on a project and the guy I was working with is like, yeah, we were talking about something. And he says, yeah, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And I was like, yeah, I've heard of that. And he goes, yeah, but the saying really is a picture is worth 1,000 words when the 1,000 words are accompanying the picture. So when it comes to what you have to say about a thing, make sure that there is the context in the words that really pull it together, right? Even if those words are audio, written words, whatever that is, make sure that you create that bridge. So let's talk about the tips that are really going to do that. But before I jump into the tips, can you guys relate? Do you guys feel that same way that when you get ready to post something, when you got this really great picture that expresses whatever is in your heart and you get ready to post it, you don't know what to say about it? How many of you guys feel like that? If that's you, type a 0. If you're like, nope, I know what to say every single time I get ready to do a post, put a 1 in the comments. Let me know. Do you guys do you relate to that? I think Chastity just said that she's got many pictures. I've got hundreds of pictures. I would say since I've started marketing many years ago, I just now hoard pictures. I got all this inventory of pictures. So 0.5, you feel so there are a lot of zeros. All right. So really connecting that dot is really going to help. And this recipe that I'm going to give you is really going to help. All right. So you guys are feeling the kind of pain that I'm talking about. Let's go into this 3-step process. Now, what I want to let you guys know is, I speak Facebook because I speak Facebook. I do. I mean, my language is probably not as sharp as it used to be, but I definitely speak Facebook. I don't necessarily speak TikTok yet. I'm trying to speak TikTok and the other platforms. But what I will tell you is, using all platforms as an example, people are inundated with information. They're inundated with messages, imagery, video, people throw it. It's literally a walking commercial on every platform that you're on, right? And so your job as a marketer, even if you may not believe yourself to be a marketer, you are, is to interrupt. It's called a pattern interrupt. You want to interrupt whatever is going on in that person's life associated with the platform that you're in. If you're on YouTube, you want to interrupt. If you're on Facebook, you want to interrupt their train of thought, their current consciousness, for them to actually stop and see what you have to say. So this conversation isn't focused on how do you get into their sort of inbox, right? Into their feed. It's once you're in the feed and you've been able to convince Facebook, Instagram, TikTok to show your content, How do you get them to pay attention? Step one in the caption is headline. You've got to have a compelling headline. And so for captions, that's the first sentence in your paragraph, so to speak, or whatever it is that you're saying. Whatever those first few words, you literally have a few seconds for them to be interested. And don't get me wrong, people are like, well, people don't read. Yeah, people do. They just do it really quickly. And so you want to make sure that your headline pops, right? And so there's really an art to this, but you guys know you're not alone anymore. You don't have to come up with all these variations of headlines yourself, because you've got AI that can help you with multiple variations of headlines. Now, I'm going to actually demonstrate how you can test different headlines in a Facebook post. But really what I want to tell you is the first recipe is headline. So if you've got a picture of, so I'm going to use my example. You guys can give me some examples if you want. I'm going to use my example. I got like a bunch of pictures of me and my crew. We're swinging in the Bali swing, right? Right. So they're gorgeous pictures, right? The girls, the ladies I went with, they all took great pictures. Mine are okay. But there's some amazing Bali pictures there. Now, picture's worth 1,000 words. What would be a great headline? Well, the question is who do I want to see it? Now, do I want a bunch of people who are going to say, oh, that's a beautiful picture, to click and say yes? Yeah, that's great. But that's not really what I would want to do. I want to know who you talk to. Who is it that you really want to engage with that? Now, don't get me wrong. I am just like everybody else. I do like the likes. I do like the comments from my friends and family that see really cool pictures and they leave a comment. But I'm not on Facebook for my friends and family. If I want my friends and family to see it, I would have texted the picture to them directly when I was in Bali, which is what I did, right? When I'm on Facebook and I'm on my platform and I post a picture around that, I want that picture to connect to who I want to talk to. Does that make sense? So who is it that you work with, right? What is it that picture that you get ready to post? So I'm going to tell you, like, who do I work with? I work with travel advisors. If I'm going to post a picture about Bali, I'm going to talk to the travel advisor that I want to go with me on my next Bali trip that has never been, so that they can see themselves and teach their clients what an amazing time that they can have. Does that make sense? Like, so you've got to make that connection. It's great to have it make you feel good, but that's not why we market. We don't market to make ourselves feel good. We market to make others feel good so that they will be compelled to action. So the headline is critical. The headline that is going to connect to your ideal audience. If you have no idea how to do that, I am going to point you to Social Flow, the new custom GPT that I created just for travel advisors to help them with their social media content. So if you've got a picture and you describe the picture inside of that GPT and say, I need a banging headline. I mean, you could use the word banging. GPT will understand it. But if you need, like, give me 5 headlines for this image, describe what the image is and describe what it is that you want, with the message that you want to do. It'll give you a great headline. So step 1 is making sure that the headline connects, right? It's got to be a hook. It's called the hook statement, right? How do you get them to stop the scroll and be like, what? Oh, that's a nice picture. And then you've got this really great headline that connects them to the picture or why they should care. Then we go into the next step. So number 2 part of this formula is making sure that the content has an emotional connection to them. So if I were, let's say I was doing a girlfriend's trip and I've got this Bali swing of me in the Bali swing, right? Again, it's a personal picture for me, but really what I want is I want those girlfriends to imagine themselves there swinging with their bestie, having a great time in the flowy dress or whatever that they're doing, right? Maybe I post not the romantic looking picture, but I post the picture where it was the two of us laughing in the swing, and the content that is after the headline is really around you and your bestie could be having this good time too, right? Like Bali is the best place for besties, right? Like I just did that alliteration. Bali is the best place for besties. So that is what I would do in the second part is that content that comes right after the headline is going to make it an emotional appeal to what I know my ideal client wants, right? Girls trip, what do they want? They want connection, they want fun, they want memories that they're going to have. That's what the picture needs to, that's what the content or that caption after the headline needs to do, is tell the story of why they care. And then the last part of the formula is the call to action. What do you want them to do with the information? What do you want them to do with the picture? Do you want them to like? Do you want them to subscribe? Do you want them to opt in? Maybe you've got a waiting list. Maybe you've got this guide on the Bali bestie best place for besties guide and why it's the best place for you to be. Click on it here now. What's your call to action? Think about everything that you do as a marketer needs to have a reason. Yesterday, we talked about that exchange, right? What is the exchange that we want to create for our clients? And so if you're doing an image, is it just to get to like? That's fine. Have them respond, have them comment, have them click, whatever it is, be super clear about what it is. So number 3 is about making sure that you have a clear call to action. When we design our content for the month, quarter, year, right? There's always a call to action for every post. There is an objective. I'm either trying to attract, I'm either trying to relate, or I'm trying to convert. So if an attraction call to action would be download, learn more, click, respond, say yes, say hi, say I don't care, say I hate you. I don't care what you do. My call to action in an attraction mode is I want them to engage. Same thing with relationship, right? So when I'm relating to people, what I want is them to respond to the post. So you'll see if you ever just sort of dissect kind of the way that I do the post, I'm looking for engagement. That's because I'm in relationship mode. I'm trying to actually do 2 things. I'm trying to connect with the people that are watching me, interacting with me, getting to know me, who already know me, right? I'm trying to get that. And I'm also trying to let Facebook and or the platform know that I am delivering content that the people that I want to know about it, that they care about, right? So that is the part of getting that interaction is you want to let the algorithm, right? So I'm literally speaking to code in code, know that what I'm doing is it for not. The people that care about it are engaging with it. All right. And if I'm in conversion, I'm asking for a sale. I'm asking you to buy. I'm asking you to do an action that's going to get me a conversion, either a sale or I'm asking you to give me something, right? Because that's what a conversion is. If you give me something, right? It's a give type of situation. All right. Those are the 3 for the day. So let me do a really quick demo. Because I want to show you 2 things in terms of A/B testing on Facebook posts. Let's do that first. See if I can get to that screen. Oh, I think I was sharing, but let me take it off. Stop my screen share and try again. All right, because what I want to do is I want to show you 2 things. Yesterday, I promised that I would show you about posting and how you could upload your posts. I'm going to do that since I was not at my computer yesterday. And then today, I'm going to show you how to test some stuff and see what does well. I should have had this open and I apologize, but I am a little slow. While I am trying to get my whole life together, let me know in comments, how are you guys feeling about that 3-step process when it comes to your post, your content? Let's see, let me share my screen. Entire screen. Beautiful. All right. Beautiful. All right, you guys can see it. So let's go to personal page. It's funny. I'm like, I speak Facebook, but I swear, like the clicking around and trying to figure out where things are these days. I don't know if my brain's just going slow or. All right. All right, there we go. Okay, so one of the things that we can do inside of Facebook is that we can actually do a I may have to do this tomorrow because I am having a bit of, actually, I think it's on my business page. I may actually have to do a structured demo for you guys tomorrow. All right, here we go. What I want to show you is how to actually do an A/B. There's all these things you got to switch around with Facebook, so give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to do this tomorrow, so sorry about that. I want to do structured. I'm going to actually have some post content together, and then I'm going to show you how you can actually take a post, have multiple headlines, and test them out so that you can see which one does well. So let me do that. I'll get that set up for you guys, and I'll have that ready for you tomorrow. But let me show you what I said yesterday I would show you today, which is how to actually go inside. So if you guys are Travel Pro Suite users, you are using either the Social Pro features, which is the scheduling features. I'm going to show you on the scheduler some really cool features that allow you to take all of your content. Let's say you bulk create your content. There's a way to upload all of that content in aggregate so that you don't have to do one by one post. That's one way. And then there is some new features that we just released that I want to show you as well. So I actually want to be in my account so that I can show you. We already have content that's there. So let me go there and show you. So I am a big proponent of using the tools that I recommend. All right, so the planner, this is all the stuff that's already, that's about to be scheduled or has already been published, or like you can see here, there was a failure here, but this is kind of the history, your running history. What I want to do is show you this new feature that we just released a couple of weeks ago, which is the whole idea of recurring. Back in the day, there was a social scheduler that I used to use, and it was called Meet Edgar. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but like I said, I've pretty much evaluated every known tool that is in my business as I can. And so this tool, what I really liked about Meet Edgar is we used to do sort of recurring posts. Facebook has a shelf life, meaning you do a post today, its shelf life is maybe 24 hours. Like it's not going to live weeks later, right? Like, so you do a post today, let's say it's an inspirational post, or it's a post, and let's say it's a destination, a specific post, you post about Bali today, and then in 24 hours, whoever didn't see it, they may see it tomorrow. It may be even extended in the next 2 or 3 days, but it's gone out of the feed world. Like it's not available. So when you're in platforms like Facebook and Instagram, where they don't have a large shelf life, enters in the concept of recurring posts, is just because if you've had a post that did really well and you want to post it next quarter, you should. And so the way to do that is to actually use this feature called recurring posts. Meet Edgar back in mid-20s was the only application, scheduling application, that allowed you to use a post and schedule it again without having to load it up again. We now have that feature. So when we released this feature, I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. Because, and you know, I haven't even told the team about this, but the idea is that you can actually set up a post and schedule it to be recurring. So if you, like I said, you've got a post that does really well, schedule it for next quarter. There's no reason not to reutilize the post. So here we're going to just do a new post here, and I'm just going to select Facebook just for the purposes of this test. And I'm going to do test recurring feature. And then let's say it's a feed, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to where did it go? Draft. There it is. Test recurring feature. I didn't approve it. I think I saved it for later. Let me post it now. Okay, so you see here where it says schedule recurring post. That's where you're going to actually be able to schedule this repeat, let's say every month, right? And then you can tell it the time and the date range for which that you want it to do. So that is pretty cool. Like, I'm just like super excited about this feature. I actually have to tell our social media team that this feature exists so that they can schedule the ones that really do well. So if you've got video, let's say you're promoting a destination and you're going to do a promotion cycle, let's say in October, and you're going to repeat it again in November, let's say, right? Or October, and maybe you repeat it again in December, whatever that is, you don't have to go and reschedule them again. You can just set the post to be recurring. I really like those posts or that content where there's a lot of engagement, recognizing unless you're advertising, you've boosted it on Facebook or your platform, or specifically on Facebook is what I'm talking about. Unless you've boosted a particular post on your business page, it's not going to keep getting recurring traffic. So that is another way to get new eyes on it, is to keep boosting it. And you have to boost it for, for whatever that time frame that you set up a boost is. I'm actually going to do some Facebook ads training later on, probably in November. So if you don't know what boosting is, it really is a way. Facebook is a pay to play platform, triple P. So if you want to play in the space, you need to pay to be in the space. And one of the ways to do that is to boost a post. Without the boosting feature, setting this up to be a recurring type of post in Facebook is good, but I would definitely do recurring. Let's say in Instagram, TikTok, these other platforms, and make them recurring. Like have it be a recurring theme. Let's say you are doing a post that asks for engagement, and there's a particular type. Like I have a couple of clients who do like journal entries or inspiration. Reuse those inspiration. Just because you did one inspiration quote this month or tip of the month doesn't mean that you can't reuse them next quarter. So definitely, if you've got the same kind of consistent tips, recycle them. There's nothing wrong with recycling content. So this recurring feature will allow you to do that. Then the other thing that I'm going to show really quick before I skedaddle out of here for the day is this. When you're in the content section, there's this idea of CSV, which is allows you to bulk upload your content. And so when you bulk upload, you can create a new post, and then you can upload CSV. And what that's going to do is, if you've never done that, you can take a look at download the sample file. I think this is going to open in Excel, and I just don't have Excel. Hold on, let me open it up in Google Drive. So this this is going to, here's a sample of it. So when you open it up, this is the layout of the, oh goodness, who can see that? Google Sheets. I kicked Microsoft to the curb, and it's kicking me to the curb. So this is actually, we're going to do a very specific training on how to interpret this, but really quick, what this is if you actually set up your content in this format. And literally what these columns are, this is just the date and time you want the post to go scheduled. This is the actual content, so you can copy and paste directly the content that you want. And then these are the URLs for where the images are going to be. So link URL, let's say you've got a link to a download or some a blog post or something like that. That's what column C is. D is images, E is URL. So if you have a URL for a GIF image or a video, if you're using this, you shouldn't have an item in all three. It should be one or the other in column D, E, and F. You can set this up for all of your content, save it, and then bulk upload that into the our tool. So once you do that, the bulk upload, I think I actually did this. I was testing this. I may have a bulk upload in our, I guess not. You know what? I may, because I think I was testing it in, the client one. I think this is the one that has the example. Talking to myself. There it is. I guess I don't have one. That would be a great training, is to actually show you guys an example. I must have deleted it. So literally, once you set up the Excel or the Google Sheets document with the format, you upload it in, and then it puts it in a queue for you. And then you've got all of your, I just feel like, don't you hate when you do something and you're like, no, I know I've got it. Where is it? I'm trying to remember, because I was doing this last week and I don't remember which one of my many alias accounts I was testing this in last week. So maybe it was in general marketing. Maybe that's it. I'm probably going to have to let it go because I can't find it, but I will set it up for you guys and show you. So it can't be in here because I would have. I am working on a really, so for you enter the URL for the image. That is correct. You will use the image for the, I can't find it. So I will, let's see if I still have the file. I definitely don't want to do that in my account. So let's do this in the demo account. I think I still have the file that may be out there because I was playing with this because I've got something cool I'm working on for you guys. So let's see if it's out there in my world. CSV. No, I don't see it here, but you know where I know where it would be is it would be in this folder. And then if I can't find it, ladies and gents, I will create the folder because I actually have a test ready to go for this really cool gift I'm giving our AI for Travel Advisors group. I'm giving you guys holidays. Yeah, I can't find it. So I will create the file and then I will show you guys when I do that training. I'll probably have that training ready for you guys on Friday. But ultimately, like I said, here's the CSV file. You put all your content here, save it, and then upload it, and it'll upload each of the posts for you individually so you don't have to do each of the posts. So I think, Priscilla, you asked in the image URL, you would put your URL of your image. My recommendation when you're doing that is to upload your images inside of the media storage. So when you are here, let's say you design all your Canva images, upload the image in the media storage, and then you can go here and get the link. And that's the link that I would put there. It'll pull that document or that image. It could be an image or a video file or a GIF file. Put that in the spreadsheet, upload the spreadsheet, and then all of those posts will be ready to do. This is a really good way for you guys to batch up content and have it done. So, you know, we create content in bulk, we upload it in bulk, and then it's available, and then it's scheduled. So that is what you should do as well. And you now have the tools to do it. So if you are interested, or if you have not played with that feature in Travel Pro Suite, please test it out. Give us some feedback. Give me some feedback. Let me know. But we are actually, as soon as our Facebook group AI for travel advisors hits 1,000 users, I am giving this amazing gift. So if you know anybody, any travel advisors who would love it to learn all about AI, join us inside of that group. What I am going to give you guys is 2025 content in a CSV file so that you can load it up onto your into your account and have it available to you. We'll also be including holiday images for you as well. And so that will be my gift to you all as soon as our Facebook group hits 1,000 users. So with that, we are going to end today's session because I am already over. And let me stop sharing and let you know if you do have any questions and would like to join us in office hours, you can do that by going to sundeygardner.com, click on the office hours, and I will see you inside of the Zoom room now. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.